In my book, Nature and Society in Central Brazil, I have a section on fieldwork in which I say that all fieldwork is a kind of violation of the people being researched. You need to ask why was it that people put up with the researcher? What was that person to them that they would even bother to talk to them and help teach them and things like that? And it seems to me that the person going to do the research needs to think about that. Why should anybody waste their time talking to him or her? What are they doing to benefit the community or the people that they're working with? And the benefit can be both immediate and long-term. Increasingly, indigenous communities are expecting long-term commitments of the people that work with them to help them with land claims issues, bilingual education, grant applications, all the many things that people who are trained their whole lives to read and write and think and have contacts in all kinds of levels of society can do that are much harder to do if you don't have that kind of experience and those kind of things. So I think most field researchers today need to go in thinking that they're going to have to be working for the community and the people they are working with, not just when they're doing the research, but probably for some time after that. It's part of a colonial system in which that violence was every day, and yet we're no longer colonials, and the people can say they don't want us, and they have every reason to ask why they should work with us. I did write something else on field research, actually, while we're on that topic, that it was published in the Journal of Musicology of the program in Porto Alegre on long-term field research. So my perspective on it after having done research for 40 years, trying to look at field research differently than I wrote about it in those two books, which is from the perspective of sort of a young person doing the research for the first time. I gave it at first as a paper at ABET, and then was asked to publish it in the journal by Elizabeth Lucas. And I was trying to actually address, well, as a senior person who's been doing research for a really long time, what are the advantages and disadvantages of doing research for such a long time with the same group? And it seems to me they're both. There's some advantages for the group and for me, and then there are some disadvantages, I think, for the researchers.